Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. If you've never been here before and you're wondering who this woman who looks like she just got done crying is all about, my name is Britt and I did just get done crying as I've been doing a lot the last month. And the message that I really feel called to relay today, and especially about my absence the last 3 weeks, has been that hardship happens and hardship is normal. And especially if you're committing yourself to a life of transcendence and expansion and positive transformative growth, you're going to be in for a lot of valleys, and that's okay. It's only through experiencing the darkest of times that we're able to fully be in and appreciate and understand how high those peaks are, those highest of highs, the greatest of great moments. We're not able to just like have all the cake and eat it too. We have to, that's universal law. That is the way that the universe works. And today I really wanted to talk about why even when it's really bad, it's good. So many refer to crying and expressing vulnerability as weakness. And throughout my entire life, I've always felt differently. I've always felt like it is one of our most powerful strengths. Anyone can get angry. Anyone can express upset and frustration. Messages get lost whenever it becomes a battle of volume or expression, hateful expression. The last month has just been so hard for me. But it's really through this hardship that I feel like we are able to experience what it is to be alive. And although hardship is just so daunting and so confusing and exhausting and depressing, and we don't feel like ourselves, I really feel like a big purpose of mine here is to give so many permission to feel what they feel and validate their hardship. I've received so many messages that just say, thank you for letting me know that I'm not alone in my discomfort. And I think for a lot of highly sensitive people, we are experiencing and have been experiencing this tumultuous period recently with so many natural and man-made disasters. They're like getting to a place of like normalcy where it's just like, oh, what's wrong today? And it's in these moments that I just kept getting message after message after message, retreat, retreat, retreat. I had to honor this silence. I had to honor this feeling that I've been going through. I know that sometimes these vlogs seem like rants from me. Trust me, it's at the forefront of my mind that I'm going to be working on how to organize my thoughts, because I know that they would be probably much better expressed if I had them in some kind of more orderly manner. But for the time being, I feel like it's just so important for me to express what's been on my mind recently, and that is my first bout with depression. I've never in my life, until 2 weeks ago, never once in my life, had feelings or thoughts of, wow, I wonder if this is what depression feels like. I've never been in a low that feels so low that I feel like I just will never be able to get out. And that is exactly what I've been experiencing the last few weeks, and it's been really scary, and it's felt so lifeless. I'm used to being such a caregiver in my life, which I feel like so many people, and moms especially, can resonate with. But I've always been the caretaker, and to literally see myself wanting to give that up and allow myself to let go of those reins and totally like disappear was really, really scary. But this is where my message is coming from, that even when it's really bad, it's good, because I think allowing ourselves to really visit those deep, deep, scary, horrifying depths, if we're able to sit with those and see what it is that our heart is trying to communicate to us, see what it is that's on our mind that we obviously haven't been paying very much attention to, the little parts of our depths, our subconscious mind that are just begging to be looked at. It's so interesting how a lot of it ties back to different experiences from childhood. We call this shadow work or inner child work. They're very different. It can also be one and the same. Inner child work can be shadow work, is what I mean to say. Our shadows are like the things that make us uncomfortable whenever light is shined upon them. Does that make sense? So if someone shines a light at us, the things that we feel really uncomfortable with looking at, those are our shadows. Those are the things that we don't want to see. Working with those for the last few weeks has been really, really hard. It's funny because like now that I'm on camera, I just want to like, it's so funny because so many people have asked me about this channel. Even my own mother has been like, do you just like the attention? Why do you make YouTube videos? And that's not hurtful. It's empowering to me because this is not just to get pity or anything. I really, really hope that anyone who watches my videos is able to discern that. I feel like my purpose is to relay these messages. By showing my vulnerability, I can only sit for so long telling you how great the world is and how great my life is and love and light, this, that, and everywhere, everything. But it's really, really through being able to share these dark journeys of my shadow work that I really feel like I'm of the most help. Because these are things that all of us go through and feel so alone in, but it's so important to know that we're not alone. My month has been crazy, and then October 1st happened, the shooting in Las Vegas, and that just like added to everything else. And even just 2 days ago I found out something that would have been earth-shattering on its own. It's just been like a whirlwind of a month. And it's okay to cry. So many people have been writing me just like, I know it doesn't help much of anything, but sometimes I just have to cry. And I write them back and I'm just like, I have to disagree with you, because I think that crying is our most devotional song. These are things that are building up inside of us that is so important to release and let go of. I like don't understand how people go years without crying. I just don't. I don't understand that. I didn't used to be as emotional as I am and in touch with my emotions and sensitivity in years past, for sure, and especially since February, since I stopped taking my birth control pills. So after like 8 or 9 years of taking them, and I've definitely become more in touch with my feminine power since then. It's just so nice to do something like this. I can't get past this place without addressing it and like letting you guys know what's been going on with me, because I've been so on and off the last month or so. I haven't uploaded in like 3 weeks, but I've been finding a lot of comfort in song lately, and this is one that I have been just repeating to myself over and over and over and over. This is a really good song for the times that you know that you're sinking deep and you're letting yourself sink deeper, or that moment that you're able to see that you have a bad attitude. It's a call to allow you to see what you're doing and recognize what you're doing without judgment so that you can choose again. As Gabby Bernstein puts it, choose again. Gratitude, humility, how small I am for all to see. My attitude is killing me as I begin to see gratitude, humility, how small I am for all to see. My attitude is killing me as I begin to see. Gratitude, humility, how small I am for all to see. My attitude is killing me. How, oh no, as I begin to see. I just sing that over and over and over and over and over. It's really helpful. It's really helpful, and I think it's really important to find certain practices that resonate with you, that allow you to not feel guilty and not feel like you're beating yourself up. This is something that I want to dive into so much more on this channel because it's coming up in conversation time after time after time, because so many people in this spiritual community are really, really dedicated to things being all about love and light all the time. And I personally have expressed this before, that I feel like I'm in my most powerful and strong place of strength, that when I'm able to look at and realize and communicate and work on my shadows, it's not always love and light. The universe doesn't always flow. You're not going to always be your highest self. No matter how like great the epiphany or like fantastic the experience or expansion, those other corners are always going to be there. They're always going to be turned. And I feel like a lot of people sometimes have this spiritual outlook that is literally unattainable, and it's not genuine. It's not authentic. And I want to talk about that more on this channel, but not today. Love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in today. And yes, I'm literally holding my Super 7 stone like at all times. It is incredibly shiny because I just don't really put it down recently. Having something that really is powerful for you is the biggest part. It's the biggest part of healing. If you can have the time and patience to make for yourself, I'm not saying if you live a carefree and amazing life where you hardly have responsibilities, you'll be able to attain this. No, I'm saying everyone has 5 minutes a day. If you're committed to finding something, a practice that resonates with you, that allows you to get in touch with this feeling of expansiveness, anything is possible. You can turn your life into anything that you want it to be, and you'll be able to see yourself through the hard times too. I'm not saying that it's going to be easy, because it's not. It's not. And that's why this isn't a path that a lot of people choose for themselves, because whenever you become aware and awakened within your own life, you just can't go to sleep again. You can choose to, but you know that you've chosen to. That's what I wanted to touch on today. Thank you so much for being here with me, and thank you so much to everyone who's poured out their heart and poured out their love to me. I've gotten so many emails and direct messages and comments and everything. It's just been so incredible to feel this support and to not feel judgment for going through a hard time, as I feel like a lot of people do. So from the very bottom of my great big huge massive heart, thank you so much to everyone who has reached out to me, and I hope to see you again in the next video. Make sure to subscribe if you already haven't, so that you don't miss any of my upcoming stuff. I promise I'm going to get back to my normal self soon. And yeah, I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Thank you so much. Satnam. You are love. You are light. You own the night. You are the sky. You are the magic in